welcome back to the greatest video games of 2017. I'm your host, the Principle-est Solon, and last time we showed off the greatest interactive fiction of 2017, as well as the worst video game to come out in 2017, and the most important video game of 2017. And today we have many more awards to show off what truly is the greatest, undisputable games of 2017. So without further ado, let's get to the awards. So here is all I want out of a fighting game. I just want a fighting game that rewards me for engaging with their deep but simple to pick up fighting mechanics, and also rewards me for being a snarky, clever jackass by letting me at will throw my opponents off of a cliff. And it can't already be Soul Calibur 2 because that already exists. For Honor is a legitimately honorable game, and when you fight in it, you feel weak or powerful depending on your skill level compared to your opponent. And in large combat scenarios, you always feel like there's a chance for victory if you're smart enough or skilled enough or can read your opponent in just the right way. The multiplayer scenarios that you can create online are incredible, and the table can turn instantly with a fortuitous flick of the control stick. Also, you can throw people off of cliffs or into spikes. You can fight the strongest, best player at For Honor and just kill them instantly. It's great. For Honor is a game that deserves recognition as a brand new and incredible Soul Calibur 2 that I hope kids can grow up and play and be inspired by in the same way Soul Calibur 2 inspired so many of us when it came out. While we're here, we need to talk about For Honor and Ubisoft. It is not right that the devs at Ubisoft have to be stuck with such a shitty publisher. I don't really know how any of this works at all, but something feels horribly bad when one of the most inventive games of one of the most high-velocity years of amazing games ever is dead on arrival. Because that's what For Honor was. And there were a lot of reasons for it, inside and outside, but it's 2018 now, and I still can't make a match happen with my friend in a party because it kicks us out every time we try to. Someone in Ubisoft's management and marketing ruined For Honor, and we as fans deserve answers. Because there are amazing devs in there trying radically new things and getting nothing of what they deserve in return for their struggle. The last thing that I need is to see that happen again to another great game. Ubisoft, please do better, because For Honor is so good and deserves so much more. 2017 is yet another year of our human existence that challenged how we knew and understood the video game Skyrim. Todd Howard's magnum opus continues to breathe new life throughout this year with VR ports and Switch ports, and hopefully soon we'll get to see mankind's most important artistic creation on the iPhone. But none of these are nearly as good as the HD remake Guerrilla Games made. Todd Howard presents Killzone's Lady Skyrim, featuring Aloy as Lady Skyrim HD. It does all the exact same things that you were going to do in Skyrim anyways, but instead of going through Todd's perfect intro tutorial, it expedites the process by automatically starting you as a young, white, female, bisexual Nord with maxed out stealth and archery, since you were gonna do that anyways. Todd Howard himself recently spoke at a Business Insiders convention on the topic when he said, "The data we've received through every port of Skyrim shows that 92% of all playthroughs began with a young, white, female, bisexual Nord, Dovahkiin, who immediately went into crouch position throughout the game to start shooting dragons from afar, So, we used this data to create Todd Howard Presents Killzone's Lady Skyrim, featuring Aloy as Lady Skyrim HD. All I'm trying to say with this bit is that Horizon Zero Dawn is really all I've ever wanted. You feel like a goddess when you play this game. Every button press feels like you're accomplishing important heroic things, and the story comes off effortlessly like a Nordic saga, overlaid onto a post-apocalyptic sci-fi drama. And the voice acting, oh lord! Ashley Birch, and John Hopkins, John McMillan, Nicolette McKenzie, Lance Reddick, oh, everyone killed it. There's performances that were so powerful and evocative, and I was proud to be the person in charge of trying to protect all of these nice characters. I loved doing all the silly basic side quests, just because I wanted to do nice things for all my friends, and the quests or rewards didn't matter. I just wanted to keep hanging out and flirting with cute tribes peoples. Also, Aloy is Gayloy as Helloy, and I am here for it.
I just wanted tea and conversation. Is there a battle coming? I wasn't informed.
Well, that can't be true. You're always informed.
Ah, so I am. We've only met a few times, and yet you know me so well.
I don't think I know you at all. But I'd like to.
When I hear that line, it usually means something else.
Don't get me wrong, you're very well struck.
Do all Oseram flirt at the most inopportune times?
Now take it up and brace yourself. Don't press it against your hips if you ever want to use those for...
All right, I got it.
Really, this game is so much better than a jokey gimmick award, so allow me to give it a superlative that's more befitting. Horizon Zero Dawn is the greatest game to give to your friends from 2017. Because everyone deserves to play this game, and I've never recommended any other games this year nearly as often as Horizon Zero Dawn. Incredible. For God's sake, you can hack a dinosaur and make it fight another dinosaur. This game is perfect. The fun video game franchise that is all about killing Nazis and has been around 30 years suddenly became a lot more relevant in 2017. It just so happens that Wolfenstein came out the exact same year that a white supremacist became president of the United States and added known Nazis to his cabinet. So, how does a fictional game in which Nazis run America fly against a reality in which Nazis are failing to run America? Well, it takes a bunch of big swings and makes some nuclear tweet-sized takes about the state of the American spirit, but it also often falls back on the American spirit as a means to an end, and its wonderful cast of characters don't really arrive at a politic worth fighting for. They get really close, but then BJ Blazkowicz says, no, America is worth fighting for, and I mean, it looks pretty. And that's really the most 2017 thing ever. The game features a lot of freedom fighters asking for guillotines, and then loses itself once the heads start rolling, and so BJ just keeps on killing. I loved the first Wolfenstein a lot, and this game is so much better looking. The levels and collectibles designs are hugely improved over the first. The cutscenes are just as wild, and the characters are a delightful variety of philosophies and identities. The most powerful moments in this game are specifically when you're not on assignment shooting Nazis, just hanging out at home, taking care of yourself and your growing family. It meant so much to me to get to hear how my commune of friends were getting along and supporting each other's myriad evolving fascinations. Most importantly, Anya continues to be a perfect character, and she rightfully steals every scene she is in. And that's why Wolfenstein 2: The New Colossus is the most 2017 game of 2017. I don't know what to say about Mario Odyssey. Like, it's good at so many things, but it isn't the greatest at anything. it wasn't the greatest platformer of 2017. Because Wonder Boy, The Dragon's Trap, that was the greatest platformer. It wasn't the greatest open world game, because it's not really what it was best at, and everything else that came out this year had a much more cohesive world. After finishing Odyssey, I felt like I'd come out of some kind of fever dream, where I've had a lot of trouble parsing which events were legitimately fun and well-crafted, as opposed to what was just the serotonin kick from constant positive reinforcement. I'm not sure what Super Mario Odyssey did well, or did right at all. All I know is that I want to play it again, and I don't want to stop playing it. And maybe if I continue to play it, I'll figure it out? I've still got so many outfits to buy and runes to collect. This game is just so good, I can't put it down. I must not be able to put it down because it's simply good, right? Right? It's a drug. I genuinely believe that Super Mario Odyssey doesn't add value to games, other than reinforcing the status quo of collectathon game design by creating hierarchies of collectibles, but they did do a really good job of making almost all 1,000 of their moons seem to have a small story attached to them, and that's impressive. That's what kept me going through what is essentially a 28-hour-long Easter egg hunt for 11-year-olds. The music was incredible. Good music. And that's why Super Mario Odyssey has the greatest music of 2017. Yep, that's it. Good night, go home. Whew, and that's another episode of the greatest games of 2017. We still have one more part for you, but let's look back. God, did we talk enough about Todd Howard in this episode? Sometimes I think we went a little too far. Other times I think maybe we should have went farther. Maybe we should have went in a little deeper on that bit. Not enough Todd Howard. More Todd. Just bring in more of that. Today's episode was all about the big AAA, capital A, video games, the best AAA games of 2017. And you notice they're all very similar to games that already exist. And I think that's an important part of 2017. We have a lot more coming for the greatest games of 2017, such as the greatest Sims game of 2017, the greatest Compromise of 2017. You're not going to want to miss that. And of course, we have the greatest game of 2017. That's still to come. Thank you for joining us today. And if you enjoyed, make sure you hit that like button at the bottom. It helps so much. Share it with a friend. We've got much more to come, and I will hope to see you next time for more of the greatest games of 2017.